Am I the asshole for serving Muslims non-halal food? Already a brazy start, right? Already in Ramadan too. We're already getting to a crazy start. But I'm interested. Let's go.
Let me hear it.
Okay, this person's already putting his feelings in the first sentence. So hear this. As I'm typing this out, I'm starting to feel like the asshole. But here it goes. I work at a popular Canadian coffee chain in a large Muslim community. So as you can guess, a lot of Muslim people come into our store. Now, most items on the menu are halal, but little things like certain baked goods and marshmallows are not. Whenever someone asks, I will tell them exactly what is and isn't halal, and they order accordingly. However, the issue arises when someone wearing a headscarf or a burqa comes in and orders something non-halal. I cannot say for sure that they are Muslim, and my Muslim manager at that, says to not say anything unless they ask, but that feels wrong. But on a few occasions, I have said something, and I think I've offended people who felt like I was judging their order. I never wanted to offend anyone. So, in this instance, am I the asshole?
Nah,
so,
I don't think he's the asshole.
This is the thing. What I think happened here is that the person who's writing the story is trying to be respectful to Muslim people in the Muslim community because the community he's around is majority Muslim, right? Yeah. But somebody who's not Muslim or appears to be in a different religion that looks similar, maybe Hinduism or, another religion, another faith comes in, and he was assuming that they are Muslim and tells them, hey, before you order this, just know that it has pork in it or it has gelatin in it.
Yeah.
That's in a corporate structure is what the people or his managers not fucking with, right?
Yeah.
So I get the pushback from the manager, but I don't think they're the asshole and the person's writing the story because their intentions are good at the end of the day.
100%.
Right?
I agree with you. It's at the end of the day, to your point, it's his intentions that matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even, why does the manager even care?
The manager is Muslim too.
Yeah. Is he Muslim?
Yeah. The manager is Muslim too. Like, what's wrong with this person?
No. So I don't even care if my manager told me to do so. Out of the goodness of my heart, I would be telling people that, this is not halal. This is probably not for you. If you are Muslim, however, if it's not, totally disregard. Forget about what I said. I just, for the goodness of my heart. And if people, I find it very hard to believe, even if you're not Muslim, you would take the offense to that. Be like, no, actually, I'm not. It's fine.
In his story, he said that it seemed like some people were offended by that.
That's what he said too, yeah.
One person being offended doesn't stop me telling the next Muslim.
A few people he's done too.
I'm not stopping. I need to tell people.
So you're going okay, I'm assuming, and this is just an example.
Yeah.
Just trying to add this as an example. I'm assuming he went up to somebody wearing a turban and said, hey, I know you're Muslim, so you shouldn't get this. In that kind of light, it seems like, why are you telling me what I can't?
There's ways to go about it. I probably wouldn't bring up the fact that they're Muslim. I'll be like, hey, just so you know, this has gelatin or pork if this goes against the religion that you choose. Because for the most part, a lot of these religions don't do it. Like Jewish people don't do it either. They don't do pork. So it applies to them as well,
Jewish people don't eat pork?
Yeah.
By religious?
Kosher.
Wow. Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, they don't do that.
I forgot.
Yeah, so out of the respect of your fam. And this could be deeds for me. I'm trying to get into the hereafter, If I can help my brothers.
But this is a non-Muslim person. He's just trying to be
I'm trying to bring them to this side. I'm trying to bring them over.
The answer is to convert him to Islam. Convert him so he knows everything, right?
The benefits that they, after the conversion,
get this brother to the masajid. We need him to take a shahada. He has a lot to learn here.
But the manager is acting like a dickhead, though.
Yeah.
On a serious note, I don't know why he feels the need as a Muslim person not to tell people X, Y, and Z. That's a problem on it. If there is an actual, it's him.
As a Muslim, I would want to know.
Yeah, right? Tell me.
If there's items on the menu that is not suitable for me based off my religious reasons, I would want to know, right?
Mm.
But I'm not gonna lie, like I just thought of this right now. Hear me out, guys.
What?
Put up a sign.
That's what I was thinking, yo. That's what I was thinking.
Like, then nobody has to go through nothing.
Just have it on the counter.
Just right there. This is halal. This is not halal. Or this contains gelatin. This contains. That's it.
Like, how it's for peanuts. How it's just for peanuts?
Right.
Why can't they have the same thing for halal and not halal?
See, look, you have a peanut allergy, right?
Yeah.
If me and you walked up to the same counter, the coffee shop counter, and they told you, yo, this has peanuts in it.
Yeah,
and then they told me the same thing. I have to be like, why the hell are you guys telling me that? I don't care. Give me 5 of them. I'll eat it in his face. You know what I mean? Like,
you know,
that's
I've had
offensive
people
to
that
me.
done that to me. Yeah.
I'm joking.
Oh man, but it's true. Like, why can't there be the same precautions and circumstances for people with peanuts?
Right.
But I don't think generally I think just like that, if people are woefully doing things and they act upon what their urges are, like I want to eat that, I don't care regardless. And it's a bigger community than just the Muslims. Some people will be saying, "Yo, why is that up there? We're not all Muslims. That does not need to be up there."
I don't think people would be pissed off.
Those guys,
Some people get pissed off.
Those people are real. Those people should not be welcome in the store.
Yeah,
because this is a community. At the end of the day,
those people exist though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't want we don't. If putting up those kinds of signs or cautions weed out those type of people, I feel like we're happy.
I agree.
No,
we're happier.
The manager right now. I know
about the bottom line at the end of the day.
He's a weirdo. Yeah,
right.
But Jordan, Republicans buy sneakers too.
I get what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody can be accepted. So we don't want to put outlines up there.
But you don't think that
indicates what community we're I don't know we're trying to attain.
Fair enough, but like in this story specifically in this scenario, the community is Muslim majority, right?
Our area is majority Muslim that we live in right now,
right? So,
but there are a lot of people that go into every store just like we do. And they may have their own beliefs about certain things.
Right. Okay. Let's use
oppose our views.
Let's use that as an example, right?
Yeah.
If in the Muslim area, right? If they put up a sign in a store that said we sell kosher meats, do you think the Muslim community would be affected by that or take that offensively?
I don't think so. But that's me speaking for everybody.
Fair enough.
Some people get triggered from the smallest little things and cause a bigger issue out of it.
But I feel like those people need to be weeded out because we don't want those type of bigots around us.
Yeah, but you're not this guy.
But then, I get what you're saying too. The bottom line matters. Their money is still money to us.
Exactly.
Right? But that's...
So if we're diluting...
That's lying money though. That's lying money.
But then again,
that's me.
He has a great point. He has a great point.
But I wouldn't give you my money if I knew this had pork in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you're lying to me. But eventually, this is bad practice.
I don't think that person cares.
No, because at the end of the day, this is bad practice because let's say it works for 1, 2, 3. Let's say it works for a year. Eventually, there's going to be a mandem who comes who knows that there's pork in it, and he's going to publicly make a video about you. Like, good practices do good for you in the long run.
But I feel like the standard of in a corporate or like a restaurant itself, right?
Yeah.
Is if a customer has an issue with their meal or after they paid, then they're entitled to a refund.
Nah, right? Tim Hortons.
I mean, if you go to
you don't get a refund at Tim Hortons.
You don't think Tim Hortons if you bid into like a sandwich that had pork in it, you don't think that they'd give you your money back?
Or they'll remake it for you.
They'll accommodate you, and it's basically what I'm saying.
Lower
you
the
have
level
to ask
of business,
for it.
the lower the level of business, the harder it is to get that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fair enough. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think over 1.99 donut they're gonna be so accommodating?
Yeah, those add up, bro. Those 1.99. At the end of the day, a couple people that came in, we got finesse. They got finesse. We took their money.
Yeah.
That's what I get. Like I get what he's saying. His point is that the bottom line matters for the business owner at the end of the day, right? Yeah. So they want to accommodate everybody that's coming in as a paying customer. Mm-hmm. However, it also should matter what your majority market is, right? Because you don't want to lose the Muslim community while you're supporting, theoretically everyone.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
But let's go on the point of those people that got offended, even though there are a few. Let's say he didn't tell the people in front of them, but he told them. Now you're pushing some views and a judgment on me. I feel offended. I can still make a video about that.
I'd rather take that video over the video.
I feel like that's a video I can take. It's such a minuscule problem that it's not going to affect our bottom line at the end of the day. So I feel like that's what I've been saying before. We can weed those kind of people out. We don't need your business. Yeah. Your money is not going to affect our bottom line. That video is not as powerful.
But regardless, the negative press could affect you because people now...
It depends how you spin the story. It depends how you spin the story. Because if that's how you're going to come at it, then we're going to have, our rebuttal too. But if you want to go and tumble it into something different, then I feel like you're not going to gain the real loyalty that you're looking for there.
But right now, I used to work downtown near Queen's Park. Literally, while the weather is nice, every other week there'd be some sort of march in front of Queen's Park. So like 30, 40 people. Sometimes it was teachers. Sometimes it was nurses. Okay. Sometimes it was different communities coming together.
Okay.
Trying to argue against what they believe in. There's people that do that in front of businesses now, where they stand in front of the businesses trying to yell out their viewpoints
Right.
and trying to affect the business's bottom line.
So you think somebody would come and be like, this guy doesn't sound...
Regardless, some people have that type of me and you
I don't,
have that
I
type
don't
of
think
time.
that's realistic, though.
That's
not realistic.
Not realistic.
That is
No, it's not.
Not realistic.
That is realistic.
Be honest with yourself here.
That is
You're
realistic.
telling me I'm going to get people at my coffee shop who are marching outside because I told them that this was halal?
No, why are you passing judgment on other people?
You just answered the same question about the Jewish people and the kosher food sign, right?
What?
The Muslim community, if there's a huge Muslim community and we had a sign in a store that said we sell kosher meats,
Mhm.
the Muslim community is not going to be outraged.
Okay.
That's the same thing. It's the same analogy here.
No, it's not.
Why?
If you're pushing judgment on certain people can.
Is that sign
isn't that
pushing
my viewpoint?
judgment?
This
Is that
ju-
sign considered pushing judgment?
Some people, if you're not religious or if you feel offended by certain signage or certain things, who knows what your triggers are? There's certain people we experienced this the last year.
That's like,
Of random attacks on subways, of random subways getting. I was
but
on
does
subways.
probability not matter here?
It matters, but there's outliers.
I get that, but then again, does probability not matter here?
It matters
Because what's more probable to happen?
what?
What's more likely to happen? No pushback or
Yeah.
pushback
Yeah.
from somebody saying we sell non-halal food?
No pushback, but the one pushback can affect some business for that current town.
Fair enough. But then again, if we do continue selling halal food, we can lose our entire Muslim community. You know, if we do stop, or if we're not public or not open about the fact that there's non-halal meats or food on the item, we might lose our majority of our community,
But
majority of our
what-
customers.
Again, I think the manager's a weirdo, but from my understanding, he's probably saying don't provide that information unless it's inquired upon.
That's what we're getting at here, right? But that's
So
wrong.
if a lot of business mind would, if you're not religious based in your business mind, a lot of people will think like that. If you're removing the ethics and the morals of
I
business
get that. I 100% get
that's
that.
the bottom line for people.
I
Is
100%
don't inquire, don't
Right.
provide information that's not
Fair
inquired
point.
upon.
Fair point. Walmart does not have to sell Eid decorations. I get that. But at the end of the day, in the scenario we're in, the majority of the community itself is Muslim, right?
Majority, but there's still a lot of community that make
Right, but we're
stop
looking
by
at it
and pass by.
we're looking at it from a probability perspective, right?
It would
If
help
60%
some
of the people that are
yes.
coming here are from a certain background, right? And I'm selling items in here that may go against what they believe.
Mhm.
Isn't it in my best interest to accommodate them so that I don't lose 60% of my business?
But at the end of the day, you can, again, that point still stands. If it's
I'm
inquired
not saying
upon,
that that's not
if
true,
they want to know
right?
and they want to know what they're consuming,
Mhm.
they will know.
But that's in question here. This guy's being reprimanded for telling the truth.
Yeah.
Is that
you can
right?
quit then, right?
Is that right?
Because that's the business owner, that's the manager that runs that business.
So is this person the asshole to you?
He's not the asshole, no. But I'm just giving the other a viewpoint.
Yeah, you're playing devil's advocate. I hear what you're saying, but I also feel like you're taking realism out of the conversation.
Mm.
You know,
I don't
because the
think I am.
outliers do exist, but they're not. It's not the end all be all. You know what I
It
mean? It's
isn't.
not going to change our motives because
Well-
there's one person that might stand out.
Like the conversation we had with Halim when she was here. The people that just don't care about majority of things and don't let shit bother them, that's not the people that are the loudest. There's
Yeah,
certain
but-
people right now, us three, I say we're mild mannered. We don't let we're not gonna yell about a lot of things, go on social media, go outside and yell about things.
You don't know my life.
I'm assuming.
Fair
Because you're a
enough.
wild child. I don't-
Fair enough. Thank you. Finish your point. Go ahead.
But there's a lot of people out there that will make noise about the smallest thing, and if you hear, they would turn this into something else. But then when you hear the initial story, like, are you okay? You took that to turn into that. But there are people like that will try to. I felt offended because he's wearing green sneakers, but he's in support.
Hey, yo.
Like,
Hey.
they will. There's a lot of people that would try to turn the smallest thing into extremes. We could bleep that part.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
There's a lot of people that would turn the smallest things, trials and tribulations, into extremes. Is my point.
Mm.
Okay, we can agree to disagree, but that's
Yeah.
the point I was trying to make. But
Well, we all agree. It's just, I think Mukhtar taking it to a little bit of to your point, You're taking realism out of it. Realistically, that's not going to happen.
You don't know what could happen.
But
that's what the whole point of realistically means.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Doing the probability game, that's probably like a under 5% chance.
You know every person in the world?
I said probably under.
You know
and we're talking about the community. Why are we talking about the world, nigga? We're talking about the community.
This is not your community. This is another community outside.
He said it's a Canada community of Muslim people. If anything, Toronto.
It's Canada.
Yeah, if anything. That's me. That's my community. What are you talking about?
It's not your community anymore.
It's my community. You don't know if it's a Tobacco. You know what the hell? Besides the point, that is such a small thing to be worried about when you can actually be strengthening your relationship with your community. I would be seeing it as, how can I make my people happy? Because at the end of the day, I'm still offering items that are not for my main community, right? Mm-hmm. But how can I divide the two in which I want still both of them and make them both happy? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. In this way, I'm strengthening and I'm making sure that they trust in me. Like, hey, don't eat this, but I'm making a lot of other things for you guys, you know? That's how I see it. And if that manager sees it as such, I think he's a terrible person. And in this situation, he is the asshole. You feel me? Okay. And that's where I stand.
You can stand there.
You feel me?
You get a wild child.
Who's the asshole?
Where you be?
It's what I do. It's what I do. Who's the asshole?
Not the asshole for me.
Okay. How about you?
No, he's not the asshole.
All right. Well, we're good with that?
Okay.
Peace.